Hello everyone, welcome back to harstlogics tutorials. This is Calvin, and last time in our last tutorial, that's part 22, we learned on how to insert stock into the database successfully, and we were able to insert this one record in our database with a table called stock. Okay, so in this tutorial, what we are going to learn is to display the listed products here. So once we add it, it is going to automatically display here. And then thereafter, we are going to check on other functions like edit, delete, and update functions in this same video. Last video is I did not want it to be too long. The reason why I left out all this, but in this tutorial, I will ensure that everything is implemented. So without wasting time, first of all, I will request you to like and share my YouTube channel with your friends so that we can get more people. When we are getting more people liking and viewing our page, that is how you can support me. And when I'm offering this free tutorial, okay? So let's dive into what we are up to today, and that is we are going to check on the listing. So we want to write the for each. I'm going to use the for else function, which is going to list all the the details that we have from the database. So let's use for else today. It's always good to use different things all the time. Yeah, so we use for else. This is what, so we say we are going to use when we come to our list. Let me come to our list. We already created one. So this get record. Okay, so get record, we are taking from get record from the stocks model. So when you come to the stock model, right here you can see that we have get record already written, which is coming from the stock. Okay, so let's say we are going to put get record as, let me put it properly. So as, let's call it value. Okay, yeah, so then tr, we are going to use table trs, and we are going to use the td. Okay, so we are going to use th, so let's use th. So th, we are going to use our value. Why don't we just copy this like the other list from the medicine, whereby we are just using this? Okay, so let's just copy everything here. Let's copy everything, and then we use what we want and remove what we don't want. Okay, so let me copy this like that, and then bring it here. So I will copy and paste it here. Okay, so this one already is a repetition, we don't need it here. Then we are also going to, I think we also use that when we were listing the customers, we use for else. So with this for else, then we got the value empty, and then we ended the for else. So we can also paste that here. Okay, can paste that here. So let's just make this a little bit, I can bring it, can put it there. Then now we need to find this id. So for the medicine, we need to write another functions which is going to fetch medicine by the name. Okay, so this one image, we don't need this. Okay, let's remove that one because we don't have a place where we are displaying image. This is okay. Then we are going to write a function in our model, that is medicines model, not medicine model, but let me close this one. But we are going to do it inside the stock model. So here under the stocks model, we are going to write another function which is going to use belongs to. Remember yesterday when we were learning on this, so it's a public function. So let's use as a public function, we can say get medicine name, get medicine name. Okay, and then we are going to use belongs to. So return this belongs to medicines model, whereby we are going to take the medicine ID. We compare with the ID which we have there. Then we get name. So we copy this, we just copy that, and then you bring here at the list. Then we put something like this, like that. Okay. So let's just take all this, that because this one we are taking directly from the database. So we simply come and to our database, we have batch, batch ID. Then we have expiry date, expiry date. Then we have quantity. Then we have MRP. So we say TD. Yeah, so we can put it like this. We have the rate, and then this is displayed here. Let's just put it rate, then MRP. Let me see what we have. We have MRP, then rate. So meaning that this one is supposed to be above this. Okay. And then here we replace with stocks, like that. Let me come and refresh this page. Yeah, we can see that already we have data now. So we get medicine, we get the batch ID. So I think this one, when we are entering, supposed to be ID. So when we come here to add new, and I populate that, then let me use batch ID as 223. This is the medicine. You can use this one this time round, and then we put, that is the selling rate. We inserted the database. We can see that this is what is coming in. Yeah, so everything is working perfectly. Everything is working perfectly. So let's just what we need to do now is to implement the edit and delete button functions. Okay, so let's implement edit, which we already have here. So let me check if we have that one. So we have this edit and delete, so that's okay. So we can close this one for now. We can also close this one. We can close this one. Let me just leave that one. We can close this one. We have get single record. Okay, let's close this one. We come to edit. So this one we are going to say edit stock, and here instead we are going to use the stocks with S, and then remove this. Okay, don't need to we don't want to upload image. The same we do to this one. We don't need that field for image. Okay, so come to add, we put this as batch ID, so this can make me put everything perfectly and in order. Batch, batch ID. Let's use that batch ID, and then we come here. We also copy this. We have expiry date for expiry date. So that is expiry date, and we can put that input. They can replace this one. So we have the expiry. We come to quantity, quantity. That's okay. Then we have I think we need to start with the medicine up here. So we have the medicine. Yeah, so let's make the medicine we for editing. So we just need to call a function here up here. Was almost forgetting that. So we had we have for we are going to use the select. So div, what's wrong with me? Okay, now it's working. So this one we are going to use medicine, okay, like that. Then we are going to choose by ID. So we say select. Not that way, we are going to use a different method. So by ID, select ID, yes, select. Let's remove this one. Select. Then we are going to have for each. So we are going to write one. So let me just use for each medicines the way we did that as medicine. Then we are going to use option. So we have the option and we have get record up there. So medicine, then taking the old medicine, the ID of the medicine, and then compare with our old record, and then is selected. Okay, it should be the old record. This ID is supposed to be equal to the ID which we have from the medicine table, and then is selected. Check that, and then it retrieve the medicine name. Okay, so we end the for each, and then we end select, then we end div for that. So we will need to write another function from our, let's just make this ready, and then we are going to write other functions which is going to make it work properly. Okay, so we have quantity, we have MRP. You copy this, let's just copy this the way it is, and then we come here and just write here MRP, and then we put that. Okay, so let's remove this. Then we are going to have the rates. Okay, so rates, we are going to have rate for selling. Yeah, I think from rate, and then we remove this one. We don't need this extra one now. So we remove, and then we save this file. So we come back to our controller, and we are going to write this class for edit. So we have this edit, okay, edit stock. So edit stock is coming there. This stock, we pass the ID, okay. Then we have get records, which we are getting from stock model, get single record. Then we have data medicines. Remember that we are using data medicines model, get record. Okay. did we use this? We are using for each medicines here as medicine. So we have used medicines. So we are getting this from the medicines model as medicines. Okay. Don't think we need this one up here. And then, yeah. So let's just try and refresh this page and see. If we have an error, we will come back. Yeah, so we have undefined variable get record. Okay, so let's just check this get record. So let's check that one. We have this as medicines. Okay, we need to open this, come refresh this page. So it is working. Okay, you can see that it is getting this medicine, but it is coming with the medicine which was saved. So let's check the name of this medicine, medicine one. When you hit on one, so you can see medicine one is what we are getting with the batch ID. So we can now edit everything. Even when it comes to that, we can edit. So let's write the update function for that. Okay, so we are going to copy this update stock, come. Yeah, so it is easy. The passing ID, it is just easy because we have written these functions up there, so it is easy. Just taking them the way they are, and then it is completing. So let's see, we are writing this, we are getting the single record and passing the ID there. Then medicine ID, we are requesting the ID which is there. We are saving to the medicine ID. Now we have the batch ID, same thing, append up to rate. Then you save, redirect back with that success message. Then about the delete delete button, so we have this delete stock. You copy that, put, and then you pass ID. Okay, then we have single record which we are retrieving, but we have the soft delete, so stock is deleted, is going to change to 1, and then we save, we get this success message. So let's save that and then try from our page. So let's change this to, let's change this batch to 24 and then update. So we get that. So you can see that the batch is now changed and it is now looking nice, better than the other one. Okay, so let's come here and try to delete this one. So it is successful. We can see that we have 2 records, but one as is deleted has changed to 1. So I don't want to stay in the deletion state, so we just return it back. But we don't need this column to display these buttons this way. So what do we need to do? We can just write the same style we wrote the other one. I think when we were dealing with customers, let me see, when we are dealing with customers, yes, we use the style width to 200 pixel, you can see. So let's copy this table and then come to our list, here, and then we can also paste it here like this. So after pasting, you come refresh this page, our buttons are now displaying well. Okay, so that is how we in list, edit, update, and delete stocks that we have already made entry. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.